Hello, and welcome to another episode of EchoCraft. Since the last episode, I've spent some time off camera making some new friends. And by made, I mean that I dyed them all sorts of weird colors and trapped them in a shearing machine. The main reason none of these sheep are sheared at the moment is that I am testing some redstone behind the scenes. I've put down some temporary redstone torches to lock one of the hoppers, so I can test to see if this comparator correctly detects that something's in this chest. And then it powers this block, and the signal goes all the way up and ends up powering the dispenser. So when the chests are too full, I stop shearing sheep. And then next to this, I've started adding hoppers, and my goal is to eventually hook this up to a sorting system. So if I do take a double chest of wool or whatever, I have enough capacity to put it back into the system, even if the sheep have been sheared for quite a while afterwards. So if I take a lot more wool than that, there will be an overflow, but I can't really see that happening. One thing that I'm still testing right now is making sure that these hoppers don't get locked up by the sheep shearing blocking mechanism. I have now finished building the sorting system for the wool, so that's cool. And what's definitely lacking now is access to the storage system itself. Accessing the storage like this is not particularly user-friendly, so I think I need to dig down a bit deeper and get myself some more room for storage. So I've been doing a tiny bit of digging, like I spent a grand total of maybe 5 minutes or less digging, and I came across this. And I was about to ignore it, but then decided to explore it instead. And I got double lucky down here. Let me show you what I mean. So the first thing here is a chest, and this is the first gem I've ever found. And let me get rid of this cart so I don't get confused in the future. And the second stroke of luck is down here. I found some diamonds. Oh wow, this is a huge vein. And redstone. I need some more redstone. I really hope my luck doesn't get spoiled by lava. I'm about to meet Weasel to hand over a couple of cobwebs. He's collecting a whole bunch of cobwebs, and since I came across some of them, I figured I'd collect them for him and bring them to him. And whoa! I know that Weasel's been working on a really epic nether hub. Nice! This is cool. My dilemma is that I had a plan for this episode, and this seems like a prime opportunity to tag somebody. I think I need to tag him. I'm gonna grab this book and quill out of here. Oh, there we go. Flying is hard. There he is. This is Weasel's gas farm, or future gas farm. I think I need to get this in my hotbar. Hey, let's do this. Oh crap! Oh, I totally forgot to add a twist. So fortunately Weasel gave me the book back, so the twist I'm gonna add is after you've tagged someone, make some enhancements, in double quotes, to the base of a person who hasn't been tagged recently. So that's kind of like a prank, but more specific than just prank someone, so. There we go. Bye-bye, Weasel. Thank you. Yeah, this W looks really cool from above. It's nice. Now, how do I get home from here? I think it's the other way. So with that mischief accomplished, I now need to come up with some— whoa, I missed my exit. This ice path has been created by lagging, by the way, so thank you, lagging. Makes things easier. Anyway, as I was saying, with that mischief out of the way, I need to come up with a new purpose for a build I was going to build today. I think I'm gonna use my original build, but use it for the tag twist that I just added to the book. Yeah, we'll get to that later in this episode. For right now, I still need to work on the storage. I'm really happy with how my little storage area turned out. I even added a little window that peeks out into the outdoors right here. At some point, I'll have to pretty up the remaining stone right here. I imagine another farm or two are going to be built in this area. I haven't cleaned up the ugliness here because I plan on putting another farm right here, and I don't really want to waste my time cleaning up an area when I'm just about to tear it back up again. The view from this angle is not bad either. I like that the color is popping through. I'm a big fan of color in general. Anything that adds more rainbow colors to my world makes the world a better place, in my opinion. One thing that feels like a bit of a shame in the Java edition of Minecraft is that sheared sheep just all look the same. They're all white. Just for comparison, this is what sheared sheep look like in a Bedrock world. And in my opinion, they look way better when they're still all rainbow colors when they're sheared. I'd like it if sheep in the Java edition had colored versions of being sheared. That would look so much better. I don't know if you've noticed so far, but at this point I have to apologize and say that I recorded absolutely no in-game sound for this entire video, and I'm sorry. There were some moments that definitely could have been better had there been in-game sound. What I really wanted to do next is build a little bit of a prank at Boons' base, but unfortunately, he's online right now. He's troubleshooting his raid farm with DC. I was hoping that Boons was not going to be online during the day today, but apparently he is, so I'm gonna have to wait until later tonight. Time zone wise, I go to bed later than he does, so hopefully I can sneak in there tonight at some point. Oh, you did. Super effective killing mechanism. I might regret some of my life choices pretty soon. I've been breeding up a whole bunch of foxes, and some more foxes, and pandas, because I want heads for each of these animals. So, yeah, this panda happy face is gonna become a sad face very, very soon, and I just hope I don't die in my attempt to get these faces, so we'll find out. Okay, so far I'm not being attacked, so that's a good sign. I just want a head. Oh, okay, definitely being attacked by some of them, or by something if it gets too close. These are also all the lazy pandas, so maybe they're also lazy about attacking. Okay, also a good sign is that when I'm done killing one, the rest of them don't come attacking me, so that's good. Doesn't look like I've gotten ahead so far. I think I'm gonna breed them up a little bit more and hope that I get ahead in the next round. Time to cull the herd of my little red foxes here. Do they attack me? Nope. Yes, I got my head! So that means I can get rid of the rest. Awesome. Second head, and I don't need to keep a single one of them because I have backups someplace else. Nice! I got a total of 3 heads out of that. To repeat the process with white foxes. I'm pretty sure I saw a head there. Do any of them have a head in their mouth? Oh, there's a head right there. I think I'm gonna breed them back up again and wait for better times. I managed to pick up the head. I threw a whole bunch of berries and managed to pick up the head. Yes. We'll see if there's some more heads around, but kind of doubt it. Oh, there's a fence post. There we go. But I kind of want more than one head. So let's breed this up some more. More breeding. I'm going to make another attempt at culling the pandas. Hopefully I get a head out of this. Oh, a head! We've got a head! Hope I don't die. We've got one lazy panda head. Oh, I was going for lazy panda heads because I was hoping they'd smile, but I guess not. Oh well. I think I'm just gonna cull the rest of these and be done with it. I might keep the rest down here just for breeding purposes. What the heck? Are they anti-criming in here? I think it's time to kill a bunch of them. Goodbye. It's time to cull the snow foxes, and this is a ridiculous amount of snow foxes. I had to put a pig here because whenever the snow foxes took a nap, they ended up entity cramming in a corner somewhere, which was not what I wanted, so I got a pig here so they wouldn't sleep. And we'll see how many heads I get out of this. I really hope you don't kill me. I don't think they will. Oh, I've got one head. I've got one head so far. I'm assuming, oh, there's another one in the mouth there. It's a downside of killing foxes and trying to get their heads is that they carry around their own heads, apparently. Oh, 3 heads. 5 heads. Nice. How many heads am I gonna get? What do you think? So I have a total of 3 fox heads and 9 snow fox heads and 1 panda head. We'll be making good use of some of these heads later on in this episode. So that's awesome. While I'm waiting for Boons to get offline, I think I'm gonna build a new farm right here. And I've made some progress. I have a lonely pig in here, and maybe you can tell what this will be in the future. I mean, the berry bushes down here should be a pretty good clue. Once I've made a bit more progress on this farm, I'll add a whole bunch more berry bushes and add foxes into here, and they will harvest the berries for me. And down here, I am digging out the area that I'm going to use for the minecarts. Figuring out where they should deliver the berries is going to be my next adventure. I've made some pretty decent progress on digging out some more space for the rail system, but I think I need to shift gears now because I'm pretty sure Boons is AFK, even though he does not look like it. It's 10 p.m. here where I live, which means that it's super late where he lives. So I need to go ahead, go to his base, and complete my prank. I think now is the time. On Dynamap, I can see that Boons is moving, but he is moving in a repeating pattern. I'm pretty sure he's built some sort of a contraption to keep him moving. And why do I think that Boons is actually AFK even though he's moving? Well, Lucid recently started a game here in the shopping district called Stats. And the goal of the game is for people to compete on a variety of stats. People's faces here are keeping track of whoever is in the lead. So apparently, DC has traveled 1.51 kilometers on a horse. There's a variety of distance-related stats here, like including distance by minecart. So I don't know what Boons is going after here. I'm assuming that Boons is trying to beat one of the distance-related charts. So let's go try to find where he's AFK. I don't want to be caught pranking his base. Boons has started building up his nether hub, which is really cool. Actually, he's AFK closer to this portal, I believe. So let's go here first. He's going after the bell ringing stuff. And there's totally a spider here. Let's take care of the spider. Spider's dead. So at what level is Boons? Is AFK here somewhere? Where is he? He's up here. Okay, so I'm a bit too low. Oh, is there a bed here somewhere? Let's go find a bed at his actual base, I guess. Well, this bed looks good. And we're next to his base that we're about to prank. And going back and trying to figure out what he's up to. So these wood planks look suspicious. Maybe that works out. Yes, I think I found it. So what is he doing? That looks absolutely epic. Boons on the skeleton horse, ringing a lot of bells. That's pretty awesome looking. We need to go ahead and prank his base. So what I think I want to do is suspend our prank somewhere in the middle of this tower. Oh, and I totally should have brought scaffolding. I might have to go back and get scaffolding. I guess I'll just use some smooth sandstone as scaffolding because that's the best I have to work with right this second. Also, I'm totally building this at the wrong height. Let me start over. I think this height is better. Somewhere in the middle of his tower. Let's build this thing. Given what you can see right now, what do you think I'm building? Do the colors give it away? Does the shape give it away yet? I think I underestimated just how much wool this thing is gonna eat. I hope I have enough with me, but I might have to go back to my base and get more. So I think the base shape of the egg is done. And yes, it is an egg. I don't know if you guessed it earlier. It is an egg, and it's not very round looking. I'm still in the process of fixing that. And to build this egg, I'm following a tutorial that I found on YouTube, and I'll link to that in the description below. I'm looking at the outside of the egg with my camera account, and I think at this point I'm kind of okay with the shaping of it. Like, it could be better, it could be more perfect, but for right now, I think I'm gonna move on to the inside of the egg, and maybe I'll get back to the outside and do some more shaping on the outside after I'm done with the inside. I want the inside of this egg to have multiple floors, and the floors are going to be made out of glass. Oh, and something else I forgot is I want to line this entire thing with quartz. So instead of a gooey chocolatey inside, I decided to be inspired by real-life eggs and white eggshells. So I'm just pretending in here that we're on the inside of a white eggshell. I think I'm done with phase 1 of the inside. So Boon will be able to use these ladders to traverse some glass floors in here. Phase 2 involves a whole bunch of pressure plates. Pressure plates everywhere. And phase 3 of the inside involves adding some redstone so these pressure plates actually do something. I have settled with there only being 2 hiding spots in this entire egg, and it's a really simple mechanism where you stand on the pressure plate and that triggers a dropper. Initially, I was planning to put the tag in here and have some mechanism that it hits you, and this was going to be how I was going to tag somebody. But because I tagged Weasel earlier, that's not what's going to happen. If I put a beacon in here and cover it up, in theory, if I step on this pressure plate, it should dispense the beacon. Awesome, it did that. So let me put that back in there, put the beacon in there, and hopefully never step on that pressure plate again. And the diamond block. Let's test this real quick too. Yep, that worked. Okay, put the diamond block in, cover it up. Yeah, I think that's good. So I'm really hoping that Boons will enjoy this Easter surprise. So I've now left a sign for him that says Happy Easter, Ceyla. So I hope he likes this. I've carpeted the top of this egg, so in theory, if I didn't miss anything, this should be spawn-proof now. I need to get rid of all of the scaffolding and stuff. And that's that finished. I'm super happy that I did this. You can kind of see the egg from down here. Let me fly around to see how well you can see it. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like the height I suspended it at. Hopefully Boons will see it tomorrow. Yeah, as far as I know, Boons is still busy being AFK. Yeah. You can still hear him being AFK down here and see his name tag. So I think it's time for me to go home. My business here is done. And because I invested in a sorting system for my wool farm, I can just throw all my leftovers straight into this chest and they'll get sorted out for me. I don't have to manually put everything back in the right chest, so that's cool. I look forward to the day when I have an epic, massive sorting system that can handle most items. Right now, I just have piecemeal sorting systems here and there. And now the only thing I want to do is get some sleep. It's past midnight. Oh my gosh, it's almost 1 a.m. Yeah, I need to get some sleep, and I can continue building tomorrow. Or today, after I've gotten some sleep. I've just spent the last little while dinking around with my minecart unloading system. Yeah, so this minecart's just going up and down, and it looks like the other one just finished emptying what it had. Back here, the system is pretty simple. So once the minecart starts unloading stuff into this hopper, this comparator powers this block, which turns off this redstone torch, which then, with the help of this repeater, stops powering the powered rail on top of this hopper. I had to tweak some existing designs to make this happen, because I wanted as little of the redstone to show up front here as possible. And right now, all you can really see is the two comparators. I think that's about as well hidden as I can make it. If you have ideas on how to make it even more well hidden, please let me know. Right now, the minecarts aren't doing anything particularly useful. And now, this future berry farm has some rails below it that pick up, or will pick up, the sweet, sweet berries. This is my first time setting up a minecart pickup system, and I did not anticipate just how, tedious, yes. I did not anticipate just how tedious this would be. The one thing that's a bit unfortunate is that I've heard that minecarts tend to get stuck, so to avoid some of those problems, I've tried to keep everything in the same chunk. Unfortunately, the chunk boundary is right here. That means I decided not to put any rails on the very last row. I'm hoping that the minecart will still pick up most of the berries that fall around here, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to catch them all. But if the sacrifice means that the minecart won't get stuck as often, I'll take it. I also spent a slightly ridiculous amount of time making this area look pretty. I haven't prettied up this area right here because this second rail line needs to be installed for the second berry farm that's going to go below here, and I haven't dug that out yet. So another set of berries is to come. But before I spend any more time digging and building, I think I should finally bring in some foxes and see if this entire concept even works. In theory, it should. In theory, the Mr. Pig here should keep the foxes awake at all times of the day, and they should be busy harvesting berries for me. I debated for a split second if I want 4 or 6 foxes in here, and I'm going to go with 4 for right now and see how well they work. Need to plant the last couple berries, and okay, that was the last berry bush, so we'll see how well this works out. Plugging up the hole, and that unit should be done. It's only been a couple minutes, and yep, we're getting berries. I'm starting to think that I could double the population of this space and it would be fine. So I think I'm gonna try that and see what happens. Oh my gosh, they're both running now. Both minecarts are hooked up and they're picking up berries. Wow, I'm so happy it's done. Building the second fox farm, or sweet berry farm, took a super long time. And I added a little rail window so you can see the minecart go up and down. The one thing I still need to figure out is how to make these stairs a whole lot better. There's several different floors going on, and right now it's a mess. It's hard to use these stairs and actually end up on the level you intended to be on. Whee, my cart goes up, and it'll come back down in a second after it unloads. There we go, it comes back down, and I don't want to be in its way. There we go. You're doing an excellent job, minecart. Thank you. One aspect that definitely needs some work is this berry storage. I've loaded some berries into shulker boxes already, so I've produced a whole lot more berries than this. This storage is a huge mess, but so is this entire room back here. So here's where my overflow for the farming area is. Here's my cactus output. How far has it gotten? Oh yeah, this chest. So all of these are all full with cactus. And this room in general is a huge mess that needs a rethink, but I think that's a project all on its own that I'll leave for a future episode. And as it turns out, 8 foxes in a small area like this is not too many. So I'm glad I put 8 in here. There always seems to be at least one berry bush with some berries going on. My wool farm has been very productive while I've been building all of this too. This is without me AFKing. This was just me hanging out here, building stuff. I was not AFKing on purpose. I have wool galore now, which is awesome. One of the last things I want to do in this episode is to make good use of the heads I got earlier. So we have the panda head that can replace this sign. So that's cute. And then we've got one fox head and another fox head. And we can stock these barrels with berries. So that's that all stocked. And this is exciting. If you have an idea for this last barrel here, please let me know. Right now, I don't know what animal I'd use down there. But I think that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you'd like to watch more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button too. In the description, I've listed all the other EchoCraft members so you can watch their videos as well. Until next time, goodbye!